A 21-year cold case has finally been solved with the skeletal remains of a diver discovered deep inside a dark cave. The unsettling incident took place at Jacob's Well in Texas, USA. On the surface, Jacob's Well appears tranquil, a turquoise sinkhole just 4 meters wide and 7 meters deep. Yet the pitch-black opening at its bottom leads to a deadly underground cave system. With a constant 23 degrees Celsius water temperature, its explored depth reaches nearly 100 meters, divided into 5 chambers. Beyond the second chamber, natural light vanishes. Thick silt blankets the cave floor, the slightest disturbance drops visibility to 0. This perilous realm has claimed at least 20 lives. The 1979 disappearance of 2 men stands as its most tragic cautionary tale. On September 9, 1979, diving enthusiasts Kent Maupin, Mark Brashear, and their buddy George headed to Jacob's Well. The pair planned to traverse the hazardous horseshoe passage between the 3rd and 4th chambers. Though experienced in open water diving, they had no formal cave training. They ignored critical safety protocols, omitting guidelines and backup lights. After setting a return time, the 3 descended recklessly. The dive began smoothly, reaching the 2nd chamber without issue. However, recent rainfall had drastically increased water flow, making currents far stronger than usual. Upon entering the 3rd chamber, powerful currents and stirred silt plunged the water into complete murk. Disoriented, the divers could no longer tell directions apart. Even as conditions worsened, Kent and Mark refused to turn back. Dragging their air tanks, they forced into the cramped horseshoe passage. George flashed his light and banged on his tank to warn them, but his pleas went unheard. The 2 soon vanished deep within the passage. Low on air and unable to follow, George left a backup light at the entrance, surfaced, and alerted authorities. Police assembled a rescue team led by former Navy diver Don Dibble. 2 rescuers found the horseshoe passage blocked by loose rock. Falling debris made clearing impossible. Don dove alongside Calvin Turner to search for the bodies. Disaster struck. Violent, sediment-choked surges pinned Don beneath rubble, trapping him immobile. His air depleted rapidly, and in despair, he considered drowning himself. Moments from death, Don was saved when Calvin noticed his absence and ventured into the passage. He freed Don and shared his regulator, pulling him back from the brink. Don survived after emergency surgery for severe stomach damage. Rescuers tried to clear the passage, but collapsing silt and rock foiled all efforts. After a week, operations halted. With family approval, the remains of Kent and Mark were left inside the cave. Authorities installed metal grills at the passage entrance, only for divers to tear them down. In 1984, rangers discovered Kent's remains in a side tunnel of the 4th chamber and uncovered the previously unknown 5th cavern. Reinforced barriers were installed. Not until 2000 did an expedition find Mark's skeleton between the 4th and 5th chambers, closing the 21-year-old cold case. Since then, one unbreakable rule has been etched into every cave diver's code. Always run a guideline into the cave and turn back the moment you leave your line.